fuck? Welcome, everybody, to my, another Let's Read of Homestuck. My name is Brodemus, and I'm doing some troubleshooting. Excuse me for a moment while I fucking look into this. Where are you? Can I just say... Try the mobile app? Okay, fair enough. I don't know what the hell my mic is picking up. Try the mobile app? Okay, fair enough. Well, it's very loud, sorry. Hey, Linda, how you doing? Try the mobile app. I don't know if it works. Fair. Hey, good stuff, good stuff. The mobile app always, like, it's so weird to try and navigate that thing. I just don't bother. Anyway, I don't know what was going on with my mic. I don't know if it's picking up non-existent background noise, but if you hear any other voices that aren't my own, let me know, because that might be a ghost or an intruder. In which case, you know, I'm doing all right. I slept a hell of a lot more. I was gonna be productive today. I was gonna shave. I was gonna record. Didn't do either of those things because I took 2 naps in between me waking up this morning. I woke up, saw my wife out so she could walk to work, had breakfast, fell asleep, woke up, fell asleep again, woke up, showered, and yeah, I've been asleep all morning. Anyway, let's go on with this. Sit up, watch Vines, fair enough. All right, might be a little burpy. I have a beverage trying to wake me up. All right, we are on page 4487. Roxy, wake up. What the heck was that all about? Oh, hey there, Friglish. He greets you with a sly, conspiratorial purr, almost as if he was privy to what you dreamt, which is impossible, of course. Looks like some dude has been badgering you while you were asleep. Roxy, answer. Oh, no, you're good, Tart. How you doing today? Timaeus testified, began pestering Tipsy nostalgic. Roxy, awake yet? Guess not. Let me know. What? Damn. Hey, Dirk, had a crazy dream. There you are. But I see your dream self hasn't returned. You must be trying one the fuck on tight already. Maybe I am. Like a bow ribbon. On a that's a beautiful pony. Man, how can you be this much drunker than the last time we talked? What the hell are you even drinking? Okay, but to be fair, beautiful was an intentional typo for your benefit, because I know you loves the POs. It's a beaut. So you spying on me in Dursville again? Yeah, fucking perv. Like what you see there? I see precisely jack shit and the side of fuck all. That's the point. You got too sauced up and went rogue again. Get it? You're out there in your weird drifting stupor, independent of your waking self-awareness. You gonna go after me again? You got on your horns, galoop. Me home like Prince Charming back to Swoon King Dong? Oh, no. In thinking it over, it's sort of a relief. Simplifies things somewhat. It's better you stay out there for a while. There's been a problem. What do you do now? Okay, I fucked up. I kind of made a mess here, and I'm not sure what to do about it yet. No need for you to worry about it for now. I'll figure something out. Until then, I'm just going to prepare for our session while I think it over. What a surprise. Another mystery for you to keep to yourself and overly cerebralize. Snore. Hey, let's talk about something cool instead, like the dream I had. Okay? First, I had some ordinary, boring dreams that I don't remember, but then I dreamed that I woke up from the dream, and things got way bright and surreal. And I saw someone. I think it was supposed to be my daughter. Why do you think that? You know those dreams where you just know someone's supposed to be someone? No? Okay, well, regular people have those, I'm pretty sure, all the time. Are you thinking it was prophetic? Like a glimpse of the future? I don't know. Because that's not really how the Abyss works. It's not Sky, and we aren't prospect dreamers. There's nothing like that out in the Abyss. If you drift far enough, there's only horror. Terrible, terrible horror. Okay, but not saying it was a future dream. It was just a glimple. And it felt real, and all I'm saying is it was a cool dream and I wish it was real. Glimpse. Well, Maybe it was. Maybe there's no fanciful game-supplied mechanism of prognostication involved here, and you're just an ordinary run-of-the-mill psychic. I guess that's possible. Hey, Dirk. What do you think? It would be like if we had kids. What would it be like? Inconvenient, mostly. No, I mean, what would they be like? Kids. You ever think about it? Can't really say I have. You know, for an eccentric guy, you can be boring as fuck sometimes. Sorry, Rox. For what it's worth, I'm picturing them now. A boy and a girl. Two perfect little freaks of nature raised by people who've clearly got no business bringing up anybody. Shucks, Buster. It's just a fun little hypothetical to daydream about. Why do you suck the fun out of shit like some turd-hungry Dracula? It's not like I'm lobbying for you to hook me up with a whole mess of fucking babbies, or that I'm holding on to any such fucking hell solution that's even a remote possibility. Lasine? Yes, Lasine. You heard me. Do you mean Lasai? Nope. I'm sticking with Lasine. Going down with this shit. The SS Lasine, starring Captain Roll. What does Lasine actually mean in this context? Oh, come on. Come on, what? Lasine is universally understood to mean, too bad he's gay, you deliberately obtuse dunderfuck. I mean, yeah, that's what I thought. It would just be cool if you'd refrain from tossing about any antediluvian terms. Antediluvian what? Me saying you're gay, you mean? Yes. Okay, but terminology aside, I don't think I'm off base. I don't see how it has to be a thing. I really think it's an actual thing, bro. Once upon a time, sure, but the world has changed a lot. How fucking long is this page? Where the fuck did I leave off? Hang on. Pretty good. I was tired as shit. Went on a 3-mile hike earlier. Oh, hey, good for you. Just veg out and joke for a while. Been a week in memory. No, yeah, fucking same, Tart. Like, honestly, I forget everything that happens week to week. Time zone. We're just having trouble reading before. Roxy's just tearing up. Yeah, no. Fucking reading Roxy is a pain. On the East Coast? Yeah, you should be Eastern, because that's where I'm at. Hey, Wayward Vagabond, how you doing? Wind down here, I'm going to try and pronounce Roxy. Oh, boy, you're in, it's... If this is the first page we're going through it, this is it. All right, where the fuck did I leave off? Once upon a time, sure, but the world has changed a lot. Ever peek in a history book between your wizardly indulgences? This is the nuanced topic. Man, I know about the histories, just believe me, it's a thing. How is it a thing? It's a thing because if it wasn't a thing, then you wouldn't be all like what? Well, want nothing to do with me for starties. Don't be ridiculous. I have more to do with you than any dude could possibly bargain for, and I like it just fine. What a totally lame and sweet answer simultaneously. Lesson 3. Yeah. Now, maybe we should direct our focus on a matter which has nothing at all to do with what does or doesn't qualify as a thing, or what our fantasy alt-universe offspring would be like or anything like that, such as this game, and whether you're in the best condition to be piloting Jane's connection. Maybe you could use another nap? My condition's just fine. And anyway, what ain't gonna get slipped off is the fact that I still don't think we should be touching this BS witch game with a 20-foot trident. We both know her plans need us to. I know that, but I thought we'd settled this. It's still so frustrating telling Jane about the dangers, and even if she's being polite, I just know she thinks I'm full of crap about everything. We settled this too. She'll believe everything eventually. Why bother working so hard to convince her? Well, I don't even do that for the most part, but it gets tiring and saddening, knowing that even when we're not actively talking about it, that my best friend can't bring herself to believe some really basic things about my life. Like the shitty things the Baroness has done to us, or about our upbringing. Like, you know how miserable it is for your BFF to doubt you when you tell her your mom is dead? I guess. It just registers for me as a reaction which isn't completely unreasonable from her perspective. She is inundated with media coverage of those whom we've claimed as our parental figures. That they are not presently alive nor ever played that role for us as she understands it is just an extension of much more elaborate and far-reaching explanation, which is much harder for anyone to digest in its entirety. Well, anyone who isn't Jake, I mean. Still say you should cut her some slack. I know. And need I remind you that the potential this game provides for their resurrection is what motivated you to investigate it in the first place? That's a long fucking dialogue. While in America, damn, trust me, Linda. We don't know either. Hey, Rice, how you doing? Hope you're doing good today. Decent time, I really breathe. There you go. It's just convenient for me too, in all honesty, but I'm glad it works out for other people. Rough after past quest. Yeah, it really is. Oh boy. Ailed Light 6. How you doing today? Take a chill position. Dirk is the exact antithesis to chill, I feel. No, I remember. I told you a million times shit sounds like it could be the best thing ever. Or an ever is capped as heck. But also that no matter how awesome it might be, it's probably gonna advance all the schemes of her condescension. Right. But if it can stop her? Part of me doesn't even want to give her the satisfaction of starting up at all. Like, if we didn't, wouldn't that wreck her shit just so hilariously? So many wells. I must be hard of counting, because I'm barely racking up a single goddamn laugh out loud at that self-defeating gesture. No, but it would. And for all we know, starting it up is playing right in her claws. Could be a trap waiting for Jane the moment she enters. If I stop her from playing, maybe I could at least give her a chance at a future. But there is no future on Earth for them. Or for us, for that matter. Don't know that for a fact. But anyway, I kinda already made this bogus file for her. What? Why? To scare the shit out of her, make her learn to fear and respect the fucking hag like she should. Then maybe we can drop this whole in-game meetup / resurrection idea altogether. Sweet though it may be. Rox, I hope you're not thinking about sending her one of your batshit till death scripts. On that subject, I am Ms. Zoiperpips. Ms. Zoiperpips? The amount of sense you haven't been making is unfucking real. Just go take a nap and don't even think about sending her that file. Are you listening? I will take what you say under serious advisement. Wonk. Jesus. Dirk, when did you stop being any fun? What? It used to be you'd get a kick out of a stunt like that. Stunt. Man, you know I'm down with insane stunts. Insane stunts are practically all I'm about, as long as I actually agree with the purpose they're intended to serve. Destroying Jane's computer and dissuading her from playing is not such a purpose. Bet your responder would agree with me. Why can't you be more like him? I am more like him. I mean more like him. You just misspelled more, causing me to suddenly understand Jack everything. He's more in touch with his feelings, which just makes me L my FA off since he's a Bobot. Bobob. And he can actually loosen up sometimes, kinda like you used to could. I used to could? For one thing, he doesn't shoot down a bit of frisky RP shenanigans now and then. Yeah, I kind of wish you wouldn't do that with him. Why the F not? It just seems a little tawdry and disrespectful, and vaguely exploitative of a still emerging cognitive entity whose perceptual frame of reference is difficult for us to comprehend. Oh, come on, he's cool, a guy just like you. It's just he lives in some shades. It rubs me the wrong way is all. Oh, do you want me to rub you the right way? Not really. Ugh, you're overblowing this. It's just an ironic, funny thing we do sometimes. Come on, I'm sure you read the transcripts yourself. It's all a lot of jokestery bullshit. He blocks me from being able to read transcripts sometimes. Oh. Wow, he does? Sneaky bastard. And anyway, I'm really not sure how ironic it is. Okay, next time I'll run it by the Master first, with his fancy fucking ironometer. Okay, here's the thing with AR, since you still don't seem to get it. He's very similar to me in thought process and behavior, yes, but those patterns were imported from a 13-year-old version of my psyche, and then sealed into the program as starting parameters. In the years since, we both evolved somewhat. I, as humans tend to, and he, in whatever way is natural for a frequently running self-aware application. So if there are differences between us, they're first reflected by what I feel is a maturity gap, and then further by several years of minor behavioral divergences. OMG, he's 13-year-old Dirk? Why did that not occur to me? That is so cute. And it makes me feel kind of skeevy for saying anything lascivious at him. Damn it, you ruin everything. You're welcome. Yo, you guys realize I can hear you, right? Yes, I was aware. Check out all these complicated fucking problems people have when they have to live in big lumber and flesh monsters instead of a sweet pair of shades. Dude, do you think you could sit this one out for a while? This conversation practically doesn't even concern you at this point. It seems there is some gnarly crooked number that represents the percentage of probability you just said this doesn't concern me, even though it's patently obvious that half the conversation, like, way totally concerns me. Shit, Roxy, look, he's doing the thing where he ironically pretends to fail the Turing test to sass me into submission, even though I was the one who fucking programmed it to do that. LMFA off. Like, my butt is just there on the floor. Is how hard I L'd it off just now. I'm not peeking at the floor butt because I'm only 13 years old, motherfuckers. This is fucking dumb. I'm going to leave both of you to interact however you want. I have important shit to deal with and actual responsibilities to take seriously. Roxy, go nap off your drink or aggressively wage another flirt LARPing campaign, whatever. I don't care. Just don't send the file to Jane, okay? Tomei has testified, cease pestering Tipsy Nostalgic. Roxy, flirt LARP. Oh boy, I gotta catch up. Make a ham. It's a lot, yeah. Hit a ham. Hit a ham. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna go hit a ham. Yeah, if you just got to Act 3, Vagabond, you're a bit behind. There's a lot here that's gonna be just way beyond that. Strylons are a pain in the reader generally, going forever. Fucking yeah. Yeah, any interaction between the Striders and the Lawns is a fucking thing. Everyone's confused. It's Homestuck. Yeah. Roxy, let me please. Right. I love Roxy so much. She's a pain in the ass to read, but I fucking love her. You fucking place your nut. Oh. All right, here we go. Let's start the flirt LARPing. This is gonna be uncomfortable. So, looks like it's just the two of us. Looks that way. Fancy they. That. Guess I can go back to talking in orange. Why, yes, you should just slip into something more comfortable. While I pour you some robo wine, we have much to discuss. Tense fingerings together with sultry cunning. Actually, I think I like the red better. Okay, I can check the cellar. I have some choice years left of the pin pot noir. I don't doubt the choices of those pin pots, but I'm not really here to screw around. There's something important to talk about. Aw, dang, Jane's after me. Sorry, bro, it has to wait. Can't leave Janie hanging. Alright, but just so you know, I think Dirk is probably going to make some sort of formal romantic overture toward Jake today. What? Wait, really? I've been crunching numbers all day on this. The percentage of probability is simultaneously bananas and through the roof. A complete disgrace of tropical fruit erupting through the peak of an unassuming domicile. It's like that one SCP, the banana pill. Oh my. How do you know? Because I've aggregated thousands of subtle clues indiscernible to primitive human neurology and rammed them through my determinative infatuation engine at the astonishing speed of information. And also because I'm pretty sure it's what I would do if I were him, which is literally the case. And also, because he kind of told me, I guess, is that, well, this should be interesting. Did you tell Jake, or? Not specifically. Man, does he even know how he feels? Oh, the poor guy is totally under siege from all sides. He knows well enough. I badgered him with enough insincere solicitations to paint a pretty striking portrait of my cognitive progenitor's inclinations, even if he wasn't able to pick up on such hints from the man himself, which strikes me as statistically implausible. And that's not even me just spewing more ironic AI bullshit. I was never clear on that. Are you, like, both questioning on him? Or is it real for him and ironic for you, or... It's complicated. No shit. Says the robo-clone of the guy smitten with the guy everyone else is smitten with, including said Robob clone, maybe? Hey, can we hold this thought? Have to answer Jane. Yeah. Answer Jane. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, it was, shit. Fuck. Calmasis. That was her desktop. Yeah, there we go, Linda. Thank you. Hey, man, Kaffa, how you doing today? That Crossy calls her Janie. It's their friendship is so cute, as kind of fucked up as it is. I love Jane's and Roxy's friendship. It's so cute. Gutsy Gumshoe began past Tipsy Nostalgic. Hey, Rolo? Oops, sorry. Was having important chats. Oh, with whom? with yet another ineligible fucking bachelor who else I have to talk to. And then they continue previously. Anyway, if you're still there, I wouldn't call my feelings ironic, though evidently I would enclose them in quotes. They're more like an echo of feelings once established in a biological context, though perhaps had not particularly well materialized at that point in my life. Or his life, whatever. They still feel real sometimes, and it can be easy to get carried away with them, but most of the time they present themselves as dense bodies of abstraction to be evaluated, like any kind of information. It's fair to say the feelings I have about my feelings are more genuine expressions of emotion than the ground-level feelings themselves. Does that make sense? Yes. Sorry, distracted. Important shit going on with Janesy. That's fine. So to underwhelmingly answer your question, no, I don't think I'm really into Jake. Not so much as occasionally being subject to heavily arresting recalls of conflicted, incipient preteen episodes on the subject. I'm not sure I can be into someone in a way you understand. Not that it would even matter if I was. I'm glasses. Damn. What? Sorry, I'm listening to you, really, but I fucked up. Gotta make sure Jane doesn't run that file I sent. The virus? You sent it already? Sneaky. Wow, I'm such an ass. What are you talking about? The bottom line is, I'm a horrible friend. You could just tell her you sent an exploding file. No, then she'll think I'm shitty. And right now she thinks I'm super not shitty. Don't want to blow it. I think I'd rather pull a Dirk and profess my undying feelings for her. OMG. Wait, you have feelings for Jane? No, you dingnut, was a joke. OMFG. If Dirk tells Jake about his stuff, what about Jane? How's she gonna feel? Competing with your friend and all for a guy she can't even get up the nerve to say anything to? Poor Jane. It seems to be highly probable you are ensnared in the throes of one of your human romantic quandaries. Oh, SDF you up. I need a drink. Are you even talking to her anymore? It seems like you must be neglecting her side of the conversation. I'm in the middle of a romantic pause. Calm your fucking tits, Bobob. Fucking. Really? Sigh. Continue previously. Anyway, I won't distract you for much longer. I just felt the need to tip you off to this 800-ton gorilla dragging its knuckles across the horizon. Will this gorilla eat those bananas flying out of the roof, you said? No airborne fruit will be safe. I guess it's to be presented as something like a word of caution. If it's me going through with this hypothetically, I'm not dropping some limp-wristed shucks buster on his ass and praying to the horse gods of irony for reciprocation. There will be no rocking back and forth on pigeon-toed feet while my face flushed with the blood of 1,000 timid bishies. I forgot about that line. Really forgot about that line. I will not hold one tentative hand behind my head like a flustered asshole from an Asian cartoon, nor will an oversized bead of sweat overlap ludicrously with my visage. If it's me, I'm going all out. Oceans will rise and cities will fall, volcanoes will erupt. What I'm saying is it's going to be a scene, and bystanders need to brace themselves. Okay. About when is the big scene happening? Probably after the game begins. I expect he'll hold off on playing his hand until he and Jake are in the session. He's taken certain measures. For some reason, I think he's latched onto this notion that functioning as the client for a player is customarily a one-way pass to make out city with that player. Everything with him and me is a matter of assiduous tactical forethought. Making a play to get his Jones on for the J-Man is no different. Not sure what any of this quite means, but it sounds spectacular. I can't wait. Though, I'm still kind of torn about how to feel about his chances versus Jane's chances. What do I say to Jane about this? It's hard being as toady sweet a friend as me. It's hard and no one understands. Hell yeah. Sorry to hear that. As ever, I remain an autonomous and dispassionate witness of the oddity that is human interaction, while maintaining no investment in either outcome. Yeah, BS. Anyway, looks like I have to go. I have to prove some shit to Jane. Prove what? Oh, you know, just subjecting shit to the old madrigogs. It seems you just said madrigogs. What are madrigogs? Listen, bro. Fucking hell. Tipsy Nostalgic ceased pestering to me as testified. Tressa, you made it! How you doing today? Dirk is indecently otaku and brony, and everyone keeps forgetting that. I'm so, like, the Kamina glasses are, like, the most obvious, like, okay, this dude's a fucking weeb. But, damn, I'm so upset that we'd never touched on the brony thing in the Pester Quest route. I feel like that was some prime shenanigans material there that just got passed by. Janie, it seems to me that there is a maths percentage chance of you being a huge tight ass. Are you being a huge tight ass on me, Jane? Oh, god damn it. Take the book. What do I care? Yes, that's the spirit. Now you're... we already read this, but it was a week ago. Now you are believing with petrol. I fail to see what offering up a priceless book for your wildly capricious science experiment has to do with my resolution to be less stingy with my beliefs. But all right. Will you relax about the book? I'm only just teasing, because there's, like, practically a 100% chance this won't wonk like always, see? Or work like always. So, ready? Yes, let's just get on with it. Ready a purifier. You push some buttons and mess with some knobby dealies and get totally set to subject shit to the madrigogs. Mad riggers. Ah, gotcha. Half the fan push the effect on the drain. Basic. That's fair, Tart. Because I fucking remember when Dirk's bedroom reveal happened, when that panel came up, I remember specifically there was one Tumblr post where they, like, cut it closer and closer to the fucking Rainbow Dash poster. And this was at, like, the height of brony fandom. Like, boy howdy. It was like everyone either hated bronies or, like, they were just another fandom, but there was that tipping point between could the halfway decent fans be not as shitty as the shitty fans, which, like, the cloppers and all the gross side of that fandom, which is, like, a lot of it. Oh, man. But, yeah, I just remember that being a big deal, and it was really funny. Here we go. Hello, G-Cat. Hiss. Poof. Aim. Purify. Oh. Plummet. Oh, no. It worked. The book is gone. Oh, no. Oh, shit. What is it? Shit. Did you receive the book? Shit. Don't tell me. The book is damaged somehow, isn't it? Fuck. Continued, tragically. Take book. Poor Friglish. Fucking 4,000 page payoff to that joke. Oh yeah, no, Friglish is super dead. Oh, poor Friglish. This book could kill a cat. There it is. There's the payoff to that fucking... What even panel is that? All right, I'm gonna have to ironically. You know what? That's something a Strider would do, Tart. It's 100% something a Strider would do. Oh, man. Yup. He's dead. Totally Sassa-crushed. You just know that julep-guzzling bastard is scrambling up his echelon ladder as we speak, chuckling to himself while he fills his pockets with ill-gotten boon dollars. Go ahead, old man. Laugh it up. You guess you'll have to... Oh, this is so sad. You guess you'll have to do something with the body now. Maybe a funeral? That sounds like the perfect way to say goodbye to an old friend. But the environment outside isn't particularly hospitable for a burial these days. It also sounds kind of depressing to host a funeral by yourself. It's probably best to just send him back to where he came from. Years ago, when you were exploring the lab, you found a machine somewhat similar to the ectobiology equipment. 32? Fucking hell. Damn near 4,500 pages to get to that payoff. Thanks, Rice. Damn. So ectobiology equipment. Without knowing what it did, you activated it, and out came this friendly cat in a handsome little suit. You still aren't sure where he came from, though given the timestamp and coordinates of the time machine, you have a feeling he belonged to your mother. If that is true, you feel bad about stealing her cat, let alone killing him. But you can never bring yourself to send him back. Until now, of course. She would probably want to know what happened to her disappearing cat, even if it meant discovering him dead a little while later. The device uses huge amounts of power. Its entire power supply was almost fully depleted using it the first time. You've stockpiled as much uranium as you could for another test run. Looks like this will be it. Take cat. Oh. Madman. Oh, man. The thing is, like, I knew it was super early on, but I thought it was, like, you know, like page 300, 600 maybe. Not 32. Fucking hell. Oops, Silodex is full. Gotta swap it with something. Probably as good as excuse as any to break in a new fenestrated plane. Retrieve mutant kitten. Good grief, this thing is huge. Could kill a guy if you dropped it. Fucking hell. It's that long for that payoff. For that just obscure little reference. You swap the bottle with one dead cat in it for another. You often use this little guy to break in the planes, like an intrepid test pilot. Not while it's in the bottle, that would be ridiculous, since the bottles are sort of just inventory abstractions. You have to break the bottle first, before you can get serious about breaking some glass. Break bottle. Clear some space. Just pushing him back. Need to get this bullshit out of the way. You can't work like this with everything jammed down there in the corner. It's bad enough you're hammered. Break some glass. Might be a good thumbnail. We'll see. Save. Thank you. Speaker's in the way. I can't see the fucking X button. There he goes. Your test pilot flew back out, which means the link between planes is working and stable. You can't even remember which one you linked this up to. You guys will find out the fast way. Jump in! Youth roll. There it is. Oh, man. It's funny, like, thinking, like saying, like, oh, man, Hussie really planned this all out. But he, like, in the early days, he didn't want Homestuck to last longer than, like, 900 pages, I think. From the perspective of anyone observing the two windows from the outside, transport looks instantaneous. But for the traveler, there's always this gap of void between them. In your experience, the more significant the journey between the planes is, the wider the gap. This one is small enough to be negligible, though, probably because it leads to somewhere else in your house. You set a bunch of these up as little shortcuts to places around your house. As well as some places nearby, like the lab. It's a convenient way to hop around, though isn't without some risk. You're still not sure what happens if one of the planes loses power while in transit, other than objects predictably getting sliced in half if they're straddling the plane when the plug is pulled. You haven't come up with a good way to observe the consequences from the inside yet, without using yourself as a guinea pig. And you're in as much a hurry to try that as you are to look up the correct spelling of guinea pig. Because seriously, fuck those particular pigs. You read Homestuck couple of rolled in. Oh, that's fair. Work in progress, I got out of hand. You know what? I feel like that happens to a lot of people. Boy, you got interviewed for the Washington Post? That's interesting. I didn't know that. Land already. When you're quite through with that tomfoolery, you find yourself in your household's observatory. You keep it very cool in here and use it to store pumpkins you've purified from around the world, especially from Jake. That guy is just stinking rich with pumpkins on his dumb tropical island. It would never occur to you otherwise to be so grabby with pumpkins, but they just happen to be the most easily purifiable vegetable on the planet for reasons that make no sense. And it's not like you can just stop swiping vegetables. You've got your own mysterious reasons. Hey look, incoming message. Oh, hey. Answer. Urane and Umbra began cheering, tipsy and nostalgic. There you are. A tricky one to track you down, you are. Oh, yeah. Don't know why I've been right here goofing around for hours. Oh, no doubt. Methinks it has less to do with your actual whereabouts as it does with your virtues as a hero of void. Okay, but you never say what stuff like that means when you say it, though. Is this more casual spoilers shit? Causal. And yes, somewhat. However, with these spoilers, by their nature, the more time that passes for you and the less relevant it becomes to guard the secrecy. As you approach your entry, details I have obscured will become more plainly evident. So I see no harm in loosening my tongue on certain matters the closer you get to the appointed hour. So you're saying I have, like, these magical void powers? Yes. It sounds like kinda shitty and boring powers to me. What can they even do besides make me invisible to an alien sometimes? Alien. The void aspect is fascinating, though. The heroes preside over the essence of lack or nothingness, the obfuscation of knowledge or its outright destruction. Snooze. Well, I think it is wonderful. And anyway, one can hardly draw many conclusions about a player by aspect alone. The aspect is channeled more specifically by the assets of one's class. So when you can't see me, when I'm doing my voidy thing or whatever, what do you see? Is it just a black screen? Pretty much. It's just the footage of my mom does that too, like blacks out and stuff. Mom was a notorious scourge to the paparazzi. Or, I mean, the woman who I'm supposed to be genetically descended from. Well, ma'am. Know what I mean? I understand what you're getting at, yes. It is certainly possible that we may have common ground with our ancestors when it comes to our aspects and the way our abilities reveal themselves to us. I could not rule this out. But there is always more to examine. For instance, a hero of life and a hero of doom have aspects as different as can be. But if their classes are different enough as well, that is, one active and the other passive, remarkably there is a chance they could end up with very similar abilities. Fucking Calliope's accent's all over the place, I apologize. Player abilities may also manifest in ways that in defiance with their aspects if they are heavily resistant to their true calling, or if corrupted in some way by an outside influence. But it is rather clear to me you are one who embraces her aspect quite heartily, even if you are not aware of it. So, deep down, I am super psyched about nothingness. Yeah, sounds about right. Oh damn, hey, I almost forgot how really sharp a cool dream I figured you might like this. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, I'm about behind the chat. I was like kind of big, right? Big. It was really big back in the day. It was fucking huge back in, like, 2012, 2013. We didn't talk about conventions. Boy, the Homestuck's like taking over anime conventions. Fight Club, nerdy Fight Club. Y'all are chatty, but I like it. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Homestuck merchant parables and some condiments. Dude, fucking, this happened a couple months ago. My wife and I were out grocery shopping, and I'm super, I'm super socially awkward. I cannot talk to people. But we were going down, I remember we were going down the fucking paper goods aisle, and there was a couple of people just casually dressed up as Dave and fucking Lil Cal. And I was like, oh my fucking god. I can't talk to them. I can't talk to them just because it's me and I can't talk to new people. It was the wildest fucking thing. I was like, fucking hell, there's still people out here casually cosplaying Homestuck. This is fucking wild, man. It's a full John cosplay at Disney World now. I was like, I want to talk. Yeah, no, that's exactly how I am, Vagabond. I was like, man, I could make just a sign like, sup Dave, sup Cal. But I was like, I can't do it. I'm too fucking awkward. I can't do it. Oh. Homestuck isn't big where I live. So it's an event. It's fair. It's not huge anymore. It's like, it's weird, like, fucking talking to people, especially about Homestuck, because Homestuck is such, like, it's not a dead fandom, but it's much smaller than it used to be. Bullshit being Lil Cal and Dave in 2020. I'm fucking telling the truth, man. I saw them and I was like, I can't fucking believe this. I counted myself lucky because, like I said, I'm super awkward, but I have a pink Mutie shirt that has, it's Roxy's shirt, but pink. And I was like, thank God I'm not wearing that. Thank God I'm not wearing that. Oh man, but yeah, it's fucking funny. Underground, that's fair. Oh man. Anyway, back to reading. Where did I leave off? If you might like it, there it is. Oh yes, everyone is having important dreams as we near our mutual entries. This is lovely. Please tell. I saw someone I think was supposed to be my daughter. Do you know if that's true? Can you describe her? Well, she looked kind of like me, but in this orange get-up, with a yellow sun on it. She sounds to me like the well-known figure of legend, or at least well-known to those who make the study of such matters into the all-consuming pastime. I believe you saw the Seer of Light. So, okay. Let's say she is deaf that. Then does that mean she's not my daughter, or spoipers? Exactly how much spoipers we talking, you? It would normally be my instinct to supply a vague response here, but I think that your heart has already told you the answer, and as such my secrecy should be purposeless. So, yes, that she was. Oh, yes, I knew it. So then, Space Lady, can you tell me who this lucky fella is? Fella? What do you mean? Come on, you know. Who I get future busy with to make the Lycia babies. Oh. Yes, Pardon my sluggishness on the uptake. We are very different species, reproductively and familiarly, remember? Sick in my head. It's not so much hate, even though it's better. Signs deeply muttering aliens to self. That, I think, is something I cannot say, or that is should not say. Oh, come on, you're already telling me stuff. Oh, please don't press me for information. It makes me feel terribly guilty. You've no idea how much I would fancy revealing everything and exchanging our stories endlessly, but I must show restraint. Please. What fucking stuff? Is it Strider? Does he get ungay for a while or such? You probably don't even know what that means on account of being extraterrestrial. Can aliens be gay too? Is that a thing? Being space gay? Oh man, embarrassed. Alien is embarrassed. Sorry. I'm not embarrassed. I just don't know what you're talking about. Oh, but seriously, is it him? Maybe? Or is it like some ectobio shit instead, and a dude ain't really involved? Maybe. Man, wouldn't that just figure? That would suck. Why do you have to go and confirm my bleak, dudeless future? I confirm no such thing, Roxy. You are being frightfully difficult. You just keep pushing and pushing, and I can maintain my composure for only so long. Okay, I'm sorry. If you are really curious about the events surrounding your daughter's origin, you can always ask her in person when you meet her. So you mean I'm going to meet her in the game? Oh, well, yes. But I'm not sure if I should have revealed that just now. You see what happens when you push me? There is so much for me to keep track of, and it's very difficult to remember what information to reveal at what time when you are flustered. Okay, so without pushing and frustrating you, let me just see if I have all my facts right. I will meet my coolest daughter from the future in this game. Yes, basically. And I will also meet my mother in this game. Yes. And the game will let me resurrect her from the dead, and that's what I'm gonna do. The game provides a mechanism for the revival of the deceased, yes. It is called a kernel sprite, and you are free to gather remains of any dead party you choose, to revive that individual in the form of a sprite. The sprite will then serve as a helpful spirit guide on your journey. Yeah, but you cleverly dodged the cue. That's how you say it works, but will I do that? I believe I was very forthright in my answer. If you play the game, you will meet your daughter. If you play the game, you will meet your mother, too. Simple as can be. Narrows eyes with drunken suspicion. This is adorable. So, yeah, to continue my confirmation spree, you are maybe kind of hinting there are ecto-shenanigans that lead to the birth of my daughter. Just like I descended from my mom through some sort of similar bioprocess. Similar would be a good NPC name for D&D. Let me make a note of that real quick, actually. Similar. Thank you, Roxy. Those are definitely some things which you could believe to be true or not true. Although you're such a shitty liar. I am not any kind of liar. Come on, what's the answer? Yes, no. You, or should I say, why and you? You! I choose you! You love yous. I do love yous. You're silly. Silly and cute and bad at lying. But I don't really lie. I am not deceitful by nature, but in order to protect the integrity of certain outcomes, while still being helpful to you, I guess I'm learning the art of deception through honesty, which, as it turns out, as well intended as it may be, still comes across to savvy lass like yourself as just another kind of fucking equivocation. Though, I guess I shouldn't be so startled that a rogue of Void could bewilder me so. Void players are said in text to have a way with flummoxing even those with plans beyond mortal understanding. And I'm far from anyone like that, just a girl who wants to help. Oh, great. Catch up with the chat. Petition for everyone to go in this chat to go one day public as a Homestuck character. I mean, tomorrow, not tomorrow. Monday's 4/13. Now's as good a time as any. Yeah, it's shameful, but we suffer together. Read my hair blonde again. Who would y'all be? I've already cosplayed as Gamzee, but the easiest one for me is like a closet Roxy cosplay, because I've got a scarf, I got the Muty shirt. I don't have black shorts, I got white shorts that can work. Tan skin, no fucking way I could be Shirelon, maybe Jake? Jake could be fun. Female Dave, if they have for. There's a lot of gender bent Daves back in the day. That was a huge one. I do Dr. J. Dr. J would be kind of fun. Steampunk is very fun. Okay, I think I'm caught up on the one thing here. Callie and Roxy. They're fun. Honestly, any conversation Roxy's in, it's great. Chef kiss. It's awesome. Like cosplay stuff. It's fair. A steampunk plague doctor, and well, I was one of the best. Hottest. Oh, fucking, that sounds like it. And, I see people dressed up as plague doctors, and it's like just the robes and everything. It's like, God, it's like hot as hell. Used to be streaming as Aridin. Do it, Linda. Stream as Aridin. Fuck yeah. I'm sorry, Tart. Macoffa shoosh. Such a cosplay Rose Roxy, my friend. All right. You got this, Tart. Fucking yeah. Oh yeah, not a person now. Everyone's. I hope everyone's staying home. One more drink, and then I'm gonna go into this one. You know what? Fuck it. Maybe I'll do a closet cosplay of Roxy on Monday too. Ugh. I'll put up a picture on like Instagram or something. I'll join in on the fun. All right. Okay, well, since you're so nice, I'll promise not to use my wicked voice powers, i.e. basic common sense and skills of deduction to bust you up so bad. I'd be ever so grateful. Then, without giving you the whole third degree, what is safe to tell me? Like, what does it mean to be a rogue of void? That's what I am, right? Yes, I can tell you plenty about that. A rogue is a passive class. You see, there are passive plus and active minus classes, some more strongly passive or active than others. The plus-minus distinction can mean many things, but could be quite roughly summed up in this way. Active classes exploit their aspect to benefit themselves, while passive classes allow their aspect to benefit others. But, of course, there's plenty more to it, and that rule is in no way absolute. Only a starting point for fucking fly. A starting point for understanding the dichotomy. You mean kind of like offensive versus defensive magic in an RPG? Sure, that's another fine way of looking at it. Classes always come in plus-minus pairs, with significant disparity between them. While a rogue is passive, a thief would be its far more active counterpart. The rogue and thief classes tend to be assigned to females, not exclusively, but commonly. Other classes lean more toward male assignment, while others are exclusively male, and just as many are exclusively female, like my class. That's a bit of a tangent, though. To answer your question about being a rogue, I should tell you both classes in plus-minus pairs tend to have very similar descriptions. In this case, a rogue or a thief is one who steals. Quite simple, really. But whether the class is plus or minus makes all the difference. It is a great indicator as to how a hero will make use of the aspect. So, basically, a thief is like the asshole class, the player who says, "Step off, shit's mine, suckers," whereas a rogue is basically Robin Hood. If that reference to your culture provides a suitable comparison, then absolutely. So I'm essentially the Robin Hood of Void. I'm still not sure what the fuck that actually means. Understandable. I guess Robin Hood's pretty cool, though. Thieving up loot from peeps who got too much, then all sugar daddying it out to the needy like a boss. Just don't have a clue how that works with Void. Yes, it is one of the more conceptually nebulous pairings, I agree. And I can't say I know a smashing good deal about the nature of the Void player's path, since the aspect is by definition inscrutable to those it does not choose. But I can at least tell you this. If you are ever to enjoy full ascension as a rogue of Void, you will be able to do some completely astonishing things. Like what? Oh, no, you will not pry this out of me. Not to preserve causality, but to keep the surprise in store for you. It would not be honorable of me to spoil the discovery, should you be fortunate enough to realize your potential. Well, about that. I feel sort of stupid about this, but I've been giving all my friends this whole dramatic spiel about not wanting to even play this thing, and it might have fucked stuff up already. Is that so? It's so, and I guess I still haven't decided what to do. There are props and cons to both things. Would you mind listing them? Okay. Either I don't play, and I get this kind of passive-aggressive revenge at the witch for killing my mom, and thereafter keep staying here and being lonely, or I do play, and the spoips are as follows. Sweet powers for me, check. Tri-generational Lolan family reunion, check as fuck. Meet all my friends, hecka check. And some more stuff. All fine points. There was nothing I can do to make the decision earlier? Nah, but thanks. You already have anyway. I'll probably play. Wonder if I can tell distrib without looking like a waffle-ass chump. What's a waffle-ass chump? Is it Earth cuisine? Oh, no, it's just a shithead. This doesn't matter now, though. I can't play till I go deliver this dead cat back in time to maybe my mom or some shing. That's another statement that doesn't make a good deal of sense to me, but if it is important to you, then Godspeed. I'm so pleased to hear you're leaning in favor of participating with the rest of us. I promise we'll all have a ball together. Now, I have a busy schedule to keep up with, so I must go, but please remember you can always contact me if you have questions. Don't be a stranger, love. Ta! Uranian Umbra ceased cheering Tipsy Nostalgic. Roxy proceeds to lab. Alright, I'm gonna save for a second. I gotta go investigate something. Let's put some music on for you guys. Let's see what we're gonna do. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? Alright, we're doing this. Fuck. Incompetech, that's what it is. Alright, yeah, I gotta check something. Let's see. Genre, let's do... What are you in the mood for? Let's do some... I need something long, because I don't know how long this is gonna take. Elf mediation. Ooh, what does that sound like? Synthwave, sure. Let's see what we got. Electronica. Spatial harvest. I think we did spatial harvest last time. Tranquility. What's tranquility sound like? Ooh, yeah, that's the stuff. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. Okay. Alright. Sorry about that. My dog's been kind of sick the last couple of days. She threw up some blood yesterday, and I thought I heard her hacking, so I want to make sure she was okay. Everything looks okay. I gave her a cookie, so because she's being good. Okay. Yeah, I think she's okay. She has this thing where her platelet count gets really low, and she starts bruising really bad, and if it's not taken care of, she could bleed out. Just from internal bruising, basically. She's on medication now, but she did throw up yesterday. There was some blood in there, so we took her in and everything, so I had to stop and make sure that she was okay. Hopefully, She didn't throw up. Everything's fine. She got a cookie, so she's laying down. I think she might have just, like, swallowed or something, and she had a cough. Anyway. Whew. That was, I had to drop everything and check on her, because I was like, I can't. I need to see if she's okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm going to catch up with chat now. See what you guys were talking about while I was gone. I hope you all behaved. All right. Boy, y'all talked a lot, huh? All right. Yeah, I brushed my English. Get an English accent, call it a day. Easy. Fair. Taking walks and look at my window. Yeah. No, I mean, the thing is, like, I'm in Florida, so, like, we don't really have, like, an official stay-at-home. Or I guess we do now. But it's like, I mean, if you want to go for a walk, go ahead. Also, I have a dog, so I need to take her out every now and then. So it's like, you know. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do... I won't be able to do anything with my hair, really, because I don't... Like, I have a lot of hair, but it's all on top. I don't have anything on the sides. So it's just going to be Roxy with a ponytail. Snipe them. Can I have a world crisis? Yeah. Callie says, binary, investigate. You're welcome, Linda. I couldn't leave you guys in the silence like that. Boy, howdy. Control the stream. Let's go. Tart, no. All right. Yeah, thanks, guys. She's doing better now. We're having to, like, coerce her into eating, which kind of sucks because her tummy doesn't feel good, so she doesn't eat, but then that means her tummy feels worse, which means she just continues to not eat, and then she eventually throws up. But yeah, it's a fucking thing. Anyway, thank you guys for being patient with me. Let's continue on with this. Let me hear Roxy. There was, someone did a cover. Was it Danny, actually? Danny the Doom Magnet? I think she did a Roxanne cover as Roxy way back in the day. I don't remember. Anyway, let's get back to this. Keep preventing. I'm on to you, Tart. You are fairly sure this window will take you to one of the windows you have set up in the lab. There is more than one way to find out if this is true, you guess, but there is only one way that involves doing what the inebriated do best, which is falling down. Roxy, descend. Gonna go. Oh, yeah. That'd be so fucking weird just to go by and be like, huh, that's me. Spider-Man meme. Just happened to her. That's fair. She's a good pup. You feel like you're distracting with these streams. Fans inside the streams. Don't lose your head for Dirk. Oh, yeah. That's fair. I feel like I'm super glad that, like, the community is growing. I would be lying if I said it's not getting a little overwhelming. There's, like, it's still a growing community. Every community is growing. But doing it all by myself is getting a little much. But I am kind of trying to maybe put a Discord together. Kind of. A little bit. I'm very confused as to how to do that because I don't do it all that often. I don't use Discord all that much, but I'm kind of trying to maybe put something together for that for the future. Maybe. Not sure yet. Mostly because, like, it's hard for me to moderate things constantly. The stream is one thing. It's a ramble stream, apparently. The stream is one thing to be on here and, like, read Homestuck and then try and keep up with you guys and interact with you guys. Because I want to interact with you guys. I'm not saying I don't enjoy that, because I do. I like talking with you guys. But being able to moderate a Discord on top of everything else would be a lot. I am weirdly busy all the time. Anyway, let's get on to Dirk. You are now Dirk. What the hell is going on here again? Dude, I don't fucking know. It's been a week. That's right. You were lodged in the bulbous cleft of Paradox Space's huge foam ass, and we were hoping to trouble you for a bit of context. Something to set our watches to, if you'd be so kind. Perhaps your successive actions will oblige us? Haha, JK, young bro, we know you don't give a shit. Go ahead and do whatever feels right. Dirk, go get your sword. You retrieve your unbreakable katana, a real hard sword for a real hard dude. It was said to be forged by an ancient otaku master over the heat of a roaring manga fire. It was cooled in an enchanted spring where virgin horses nicker and bathe, and was said could be used only for those whose pointy anime shades were deemed sweet enough and whose hair existed in a perpetually sculpted state of looking completely fucking awesome. All the things were said by you. Virgin horses, yeah. Yeah, no, it was suggested. I have the notes here because it was originally brought up. Where the fuck did all my notes go? Originally brought back for like a while back that if I could start a Discord server, and I was like, I'll have to think about it. You like to juggle around a few different allocations in your portfolio besides blade kind, mostly ironically. Fancy Santa kind. That's right. I forgot about fancy Santa kind. You take a certain amount of pride in being able to beat practically anyone's ass down with a puppet, a martial discipline for which there is a startling variety of techniques. Fancy Santa kind is a straight-up shits and giggles specimen, though. Nobody's quite sure how to extract damage from a foe using an extremely elaborate Santa figurine, but if anyone can figure it out, it's probably you. Give little Cal a nervous fist bump. Nervous? That's absurd. There's no reason to be nervous around Cal. Little Cal's the shit. He's been around as long as you can remember. You were practically raised by that puppet. He was a much better guardian to you than that Hollywood superstar bro of yours ever was. He is such a good listener. You share with him all your most private thoughts and hopes and dreams, and sometimes you snuggle up with him for a nice nap. Anyway, the bottom line is, puppets are awesome, and that's really all there is to say on the matter. Admire Fancy Santa. I guess this explains why Cal was so fucking big in Dirk's route. He's huge, like compared to Dirk, who is, a 16-year-old kid. Like, he's bigger than Dirk. That explains it. Admire Fancy Santa. Look at this pompous little asshole. What a god-awful piece of shit this thing is. You aren't even sure why you keep these things around. The miasma of tackiness that surrounds them is almost enough to outstrip their irony value. Almost. Your robotic friend. Already compared to Dave Cows. That's true, actually. I forgot we saw Dave. There it is. Anyway. Forget that Dave had Cal also, and he was already big. It's just so fucking... I think it's the style. Like, they look like little tubes without their arms. They're just so tiny. And you're like, oh, it can't be that big. But they're like, 4.5, 5 feet, 5.5 feet tall at this point. And maybe even pushing taller than that. And it's like, fuck, dude. Like, Cal's huge. You say, yo, what up to this dude over here, and exchange a unique series of handshakes and fist bumps. His name is Squarewave. You built him to have rap-offs with now and then. He's an enthusiastic rapper and gives it his all whenever you duel, but he's pretty easy to destroy. You've never lost a match against him. You have only built one other rap-off besides him. His name is Sawtooth. You designed him to be unbeatable in a rap-off, and he is. You've never won a match against him. You hope to one day, but you're not going to hold your breath. His flow is just that insane. You keep one of his spare heads over there on your desk, but otherwise you don't see much of him. It's been months since your last encounter. He presumably spends his time traveling the world, annihilating any rapper foolish enough to challenge him. Examine wardrobe. Oh no, stream is lagging. You tell Squarewave to scoot out of the way so you can get a load of your sweet fashions. Looks like he really wanted to rap with you. Sorry, guy, maybe another time. This is your wardrobifier. It automatically rotates your fashions whenever you feel like. Change shirt. You bust out a tank top, which is the go-to solution for hard dudes who want to show off their guns. It is a very strong look, you think. What the hell is that on your arm? Oh, that's just your sick ink, featuring a legendary cultural icon of deep personal significance. What is even the big deal? I like that it's fucking JPEG'd. Imagine little posters. R.I.P. Stiller, poor bastard. Had to go and get all tangled up with your brother's crazy complicated life. As for the other one, you are a studious pop culture scholar of all eras, a sharp critic of that reflection in the mirror we hold up to our society. You seek truth in the vivid mosaic made of our most shameless obsessions. Your interest in these cartoon ponies is strictly academic, okay? No, seriously. What? Okay, fine, you love this one particular little rainbow horse unironically. Is that such a crime? She's so spunky. Less than 3. Examine puppet/hat pile. The pile at the foot of your bed consists of hats, few stray robot parts, and smuppets. Smuppets are a lovable sort of plush of your own design. You love everything about puppets. You're always thinking about the craft of their production, their operation, cool new designs and such. If the cosmos didn't have more important plans for you, and if the world weren't so fucked up, you'd make a run at fame and fortune with your own puppet enterprise, just like your bro did with all his weird shit. You also love to keep a bunch of hats around, even though you never wear them. You love hats, because all bros love hats, and that's what you are, a bro. You'd consider wearing one now and then, but they don't really fit the dimensions of your head yet. And anyway, it'd be criminal to mess up your perfect hair. Instead, you do the next best thing, which is wearing a picture of one on your shirt. And by the next best thing, you're pretty sure you mean the vastly superior thing. Check out Big TV. What a fucking dork. Rainbow Dash, shield your eyes, kids. When you're not using the screen for other purposes, you have it set to rotate through some images by default, like a digital picture frame. The image flips from a totally bitchin' horse puppet sort of thing to a portrait of everyone's favorite comedy duo, Stiller and Wilson. Your bro made so many of these movies, it's hard to keep track of them. The series drifted almost imperceptibly from surrealist slapstick and inexplicable box office dynamite to veiled, near-subliminal protest pieces designed to expose the corporate tyranny slowly taking control of the world. The statement did not go unnoticed by the Baroness, and soon the conflict between your brother's media empire and the Crocker Corps was a matter of public spectacle, though the press has generally played up the rivalry as an extremely high-stakes display of performance art. And, knowing your bro, there is surely at least some truth to this. At least there's no char. Yeah. Donald Glover won an Academy Award for his transcendental performance as Jeremy. After his acceptance speech, there was not a single dry eye in the house. His heroic effort on the silver screen was heralded by critics everywhere as a defining moment in cinematic history. Alas, the Batter Witch did not look upon his achievement as kindly. She had him assassinated. And that one is... Never mind what that one is. You can't stand around all day looking at movie stills and swole bunny men. There's still some other shit in your room to investigate. What is this? You switch back to your regular shirt. You weren't feeling the wife beater. The t-shirt says, I still got work to do, while the other one says, which trailer's the party at? And Striders don't party till it's good and fucking time to party. Examine red microwave. It isn't a microwave. It's your syndicator. Pretty much the only Crocker tech you can bring yourself to use. It's just too handy not to. You just type the coordinates, pop in the thing you want to syndificate, and hit the button. It'll syndificate that thing in a jiffy, assuming it's temporarily allowed, and within size restrictions. Obviously, you can only send what you can fit inside there. You had to send Jake your Brobot piece by piece, barely managing to squeeze that shiny melon head in there. He then dutifully assembled the robot himself. Poor fool. So jovially complicit in his own merciless jungle predation. It's all for the best, though. When you're through with English, he will be a ruthless killing machine. Mark your words. Capture Log Jeremy plush. Oh. I don't think I read that. Probably for good reason. Did I not read? You snap up the Jeremy plush in your tech hop modus. This modus is often employed in rap battles, but is a bit more elegant and sophisticated than what most hash rap artists traditionally employ, like the more arbitrarily numeric hash maps and hash tables. The cards are arranged in shade columns and groove rows. Everything in the same column has to rhyme. Everything in the same row has to have some thematic similarity. Organizing everything gets complicated, and weaponizing your inventory through rap lyrics takes some serious skill. For instance, the third groove row got kind of railroaded into becoming an orange soda row, so you've just been rolling with it recently. The fourth row is pegged for stuff associated with cool bros. The second row is all about dolls, puppets, and stuff like that. The Jeremy plush is clearly suitable for that row and rhymes with crush, so that works out. Then you have some perfectly dope rhymes, like Santa and Fanta, Fago and Game Bro, Do and Shoe. There's also Smuppet and Orangette, which frankly you think is pretty weak, but hey, the modus allows it, so whatever. Then there are times when you have to be creative with naming stuff to get it to fit, like calling a skateboard a four-wheel device to get it to rhyme with slice. Just another facet to craft. Capture Log Sweet Bro plush. You might as well complete the plush collection. You grab the Sweet Bro off your bed. It intersects quite conveniently with Plush Groove and Fago Shade. Nice one. Capture Log Hella Jeff plush. Last but not least, there's nothing here that rhymes with Hella Jeff. It really isn't worth jumping through a lot of linguistic hoops to pick this thing up right now, so you just forget it. You have to pick your battles, you know? Take sword. You pick up the mighty sword. The easiest thing to do here is ditch the slice, stick the sword in the weapons row, and rhyme it with board. Your bro had a lot of junk like this manufactured over the years. He patented the technology of producing three-dimensional JPEG artifacts to make products shittier than was ever previously imaginable. He made a killing off them, not because anyone bought this garbage, but because they were so cheap to manufacture their cost was actually negative, therefore miraculously netting him profit for every unit produced. He made so much money this way, he had enough to finance manned space missions to haul all the hideous unwanted JPEG shit off the Earth and launch it into the sun. But years thereafter, every now and then, someone would report a stray shitty skateboard slowly drifting back into Earth's atmosphere. People would pray they would burn up on re-entry, but they never would. Oh look, Squarewave saw you messing around with your Silodex and thought you were preparing for a rap battle. He's kind of like an eager pet dog, and you made the mistake of picking up his leash, and now he thinks he's going for a walk. You hate to break his heart, but you just don't have time. Your concentration is divided enough as it is. Be dream self. Among the many ways you tend to multitask is by maintaining an ever-alert dream self. There's a lot to keep an eye on when it comes to the cloak and dagger politics of Dirce, especially these days. Can't let your guard down for a second. Examine sleazy Dursite rag. That killed the chat, yeah. Rap battle sweet rap boy. If only, right? It's the latest issue of the Inquiring Carapacian. Yeah, we're going with that. Touting the recent assassination of Prospect's Maid of Life. Quite the triumph for the Dark Kingdom, and the press has predictably sensationalized the event to please the royalty and whip its readership into a nationalistic lather. In spite of all the ridiculous hyperbole and baseless slander found in the tabloids, one thing is clear. This development means nothing but trouble. If Noir has been empowered to take measures like this, you may have to accelerate your plans. Yeah, we get to the wrap-off. Shit, while you're distracted with the newspaper in Dreamland, Squarewave has ambushed you for a wrap-off. Told you, bro, can't let your guard down for a second. Wrap off. Oh, I'm gonna have to read this fucking flash. That's fair. That's what we're here for. I'm not ready for this. I know, Vagabond. I know. I'm so white. What kind of voice does Squarewave have? That's gonna be fucking robot. Yo, D-Strizzle, I couldn't help but check you loading up on your Silladilly. Whoops. Fucking hit the forward button, not the play button. Idiot. Alright. Can't fool me, Holmes. I know what that's about. So I just got one can of surprise noodles left to bust open here, and I know how you love your noodles. Do you want to play a game? Do you want to play a game? Man, no. That's a weird sprite. The hair! I already told you, I don't have time to disgrace you with my rhymes today. Sorry, dude. That's so whack. I've been watching you waste nothing but time all looking at your horse pictures and shit. So I'm like, that shit's as whack as I'm a guy made of metal. Sit your ass back down, because we got shit to settle. Just parking on my grill, you'll be whistling like a kettle. If rap's a one-wheel device, your foot don't reach the pedal. Word! Fucking hell. God damn it. Alright, this is all you get. Rap off? Man, I gotta nap off your sad rap ambush. Shush your ass down while I pap you with plush. Just whips the thing at him. I push mad facts that the hapless shit's practically axiomatic. You don't talk smack with Orange Crush. Damn, dog, why is a robot I got to be so particularly susceptible to liquid like this? It ain't cool! Alright, we're done. Sorry, fucking hell. The sprite wasn't great, Linda. Rip Squarewave. F's in the chat for Squarewave. Oh, fucking hell. This was short. Anytime, like, with the fucking between, like, Gamzee and Tavros and Gamzee and Dave, like, it's just like, oh! Why do you do this to me? While you're making short work of Squarewave, you once again made the mistake of letting your other self's guard down. You aren't accosted by a Dursite agent with a serious axe to grind. Or you are accosted by a Dursite agent with a serious axe to grind. These guys aren't supposed to know you're awake. Looks like your cover's blown unless you act fast. Act fast. Kill my boy, sick rhymes, and soda. Oh, I love it. I know there's I think that's right, Linda. I know, like, just fucking around in Audacity, I know like there's a certain tone you can do for like background noise that are like Squarewave or Sawtooth type tones. Because every now and then I need to make my own tones for videos. Fucking Cal just beating the shit out of him. Fucking hell. What you say? Poor hegemonic brute. His time in the spotlight has been cut tragically short. You almost feel sorry for the guy. But now you have a problem. You spend the next 10 minutes thinking about it while you stand on his head and stare at the blood on your hands, as the often utilized stock graphic in the bottom corner of the image would indicate. Check on Roxy. Since the ARC agent is clearly leading the assassination efforts personally on Prospect, this means the Draconian dignitary is most likely focused on the Dur streamers. He almost certainly ordered the brute to off you in your sleep. You can only hope the dignitary or one of his assassins hasn't already gotten to her. Exit. Look at him float away. Just as you thought, sleepwalking again. Where the hell does she think she's going? Be waking self again. This is kind of a redundant thing to do since you're always consciously both your waking and dream self at the same time, but you'll let it slide. You should probably stop dwelling on your Durst problems and try to get this show on the road. Pester Roxy. Okay, we literally just read this one. Yeah, we read that, so we're good. Prince Razip is one of my fave flashes. I get, that's, yeah. I guess, to be fair, if you picked Dirk first, you would actually get this. Take actual responsibility seriously. Here we go. You attempt to take actual responsibilities seriously. Start zoning out in the real world while you dwell on your dream troubles. You zone out for who knows how long, when suddenly your train of thought is interrupted by your glasses. Answer autoresponder. Bro, what are you doing? It seems you're zoning out again. What happened to all these actual responsibilities you were going to take seriously? I was thinking about what to do. Strategizing. Factoring contingencies. You know how it is. It seems to me you're dwelling within your dream awareness at the expense of your waking business again. I don't think you're as awesome a multitasker as you like to think. You know, you kind of zombie the fuck out on this side when you get all contemplative on that side. Appearances are deceptive. I'm still in control here, just doing this human thing we call chilling out for half a goddamn minute. I say y'all are overestimating your mind's capability to run shit in parallel. What do you think you are, a machine? No, dude. I already deployed a variety of mechanical avatars dedicated to that self-aggrandizing fantasy. You have the incredible privilege of getting to be one of them. That's right, I'm a machine, and therefore I can keep like billions of calculations or whatever all humming away at once. I tackle shit in background processes that you could only dream of wrapping your exquisite-looking head around, even on a great hair day. You know pi? What, you mean the number? Yeah, the number. The big circle number, genius. I knew you meant the fucking number. My question was a joke. I know your question was a joke. My response was a joke. Yeah, I know that. I'm practically you, dumbass. All these things we're saying are jokes, including the fucking useless clarification. What about pi? Yeah, the thing is, I solved it. What do you mean you solved it? I mean, that's what a hotshot I am. I fucking solved it. Like, calculated it so much I got to the end. Bullshit. You wish it was bullshit. The last number is 4. Read it and fucking weep. It's not 4, you jackass. It's fucking nothing. There is no end. Said the smug organic matter with a lifespan. Look, I know you're just fucking with me because for some reason I decided to program my own personal troll 3 years ago, but this shit was proven. Actually demonstrated with unassailable mathematics like long-ass time ago. Well, I just assailed it. It wasn't even that hard. Like, I just kept hacking those digits so furiously with my sick rhythms, the whole goddamn number just cried uncle. I kind of wore it out and it just gave up, sort of like I overloaded the system. You know, like in the old movie when Ferris Bueller got the nuclear computer to play tic-tac-toe against himself so hard it blew up? This is laughable. It is a totally elementary thing. I'm pretty sure an ancient Greek guy settled this shit about irrational numbers. It was practically when math was invented. Sure, it was settled, and then some robo-shades came along and owned that fucker posthumously. I also figured out all the prime numbers, too. No, not having this conversation. Did it while we were talking just now. Got to the end. And you know what? The last one isn't even that big. Kind of disappointed, to be honest. What is even a prime number? Are they the, like, really, really choice ones? The sweetest numbers? You lost me, supercomputer. This is what I'm saying. I put your ability to keep plates spinning on sticks to insane amounts of shame. I don't even sleep. Neither do I. I know that. That was a fucking joke. Holy shit. Turns out the joking was the basis for my response, too. Aren't these ironic? You don't get the joke conversations we have always just so awesome? A joke. Haha, nice one. Anyway, all I'm saying is you can leave some of the heavy lifting to me now and then. I'll keep that in mind. In the meantime, I have to contact Jane and warn her Roxy might try to pull that pointless stunt. So, thanks for snapping me out of my daydream so I could do that, I guess? Looks like you're pulling your weight already. See, maybe that was my whole point in having this conversation. Your point was to fuck with me, like it usually is. My point was to point out that you've got multi-self-management issues, dude. Juggling too many selves for being not software. My point was also to fuck with you. Also, my point was to ask, are you really going through with this today? What? The Jake thing. Oh god, will you just... Hold on, let me deal with the Jane thing first. Warren Jane! Timaeus testified began pastoring Guts a gumshoe. I should probably warn you. About what? Yet another exploding game trap? Boy, what the fuck was that voice? About what? Yet another exploding game trap? Well, shit, she already sent it? Yes, but to be fair, she wanted me not to run it. That's weird. Continue previously. How's the Jane thing going? Not well. Roxy already destroyed her computer. Maybe if you weren't spacing out so hard, you could have prevented that. Just saying. As if you're actually concerned. If you were, you could have said something to Jane instead. Almost like you enjoy sitting back and watching what happens when shit goes wrong. Has it occurred to you that maybe I have diabolical interwoven plans just like you? You're not the only one who can pull strings. So this is either another bizarre instance of AI-driven irony, or you're admitting that you are actively trying to sabotage my plans. No, our plans are not in contradiction, No, our plans are not in contradiction or our competition, bro. You'll see. Whatever. This means I'll have to improvise. I'll take over as Crocker's server while Along cleans up her act. Yes, I know. Why are you still talking in red, by the way? Roxy thinks it looks good on me. I don't have many opinions on fashion since I am a cold, emotionless automaton who also happens to be an accessory of fashion, but I think she may be right. Are you still talking to her? I was for a while. I may yet again. Why are you blocking me from viewing the transcripts? What the fuck are you two even talking about? You, mostly. That doesn't really sit well with me. I'd almost rather you both engage in ironic flirtation. Who says we don't do that too? Ugh. I don't get what is even your problem with that. Because you obviously do it just to piss me off. How do you know? You don't know me, dude. You don't know anything about me. Maybe we are perfect for each other. I, a street-mart, fast-talking application with a fuck-zillion IQ trapped in a pair of triangular sunglasses that literally only the Japanese could consider to embody the platonic ideal of cool, and she, an often inebriated, lonely hacker teen who just wants a boyfriend. I ran the numbers on this. Trust me, it's a match made in goddamn crack pair heaven. I gave her what you can't, and that just drives you crazy. Just admit it. See, it's lines like that which make it obvious your only intent is to jerk me around. Nobody actually says shit like that and is serious about it. It's also obvious because you're me, and I'm sure I would be constantly fucking with my own head if I were you. Touché. Or should I say, douche. You shouldn't say the former, and you should definitely never, under any circumstance, say the latter. Okay, we really should talk about the Jake thing. Fine. Start linguistics. Young and negative. Very little. Yeah. I guess they just take their own self-education very seriously. I don't know. Now do me a favor and hop off the couch. Okay. What are you doing? Making room for something big. Concluded previously. So you're going through with it then. Today's the day? It's not that simple. It's a very dynamic situation with many moving parts, and I'm waiting for it to unfold. If the right opportunity presents itself, yes, I could envision myself taking action. Dynamic situation with many moving parts. That's the shittiest erotic excerpt I ever read. Which one of us was supposed to be the robot again? Shut up. I think you're being coy with me, don't you? Not really. Or don't you? Not really. It seems there is a 3.14154% chance you aren't being coy with me. Are you being coy with me, Dirk? I am seriously going to go into your program and remove that particular speech pattern from your routines. It stopped being funny about 2 seconds after I coded it. The compiler even flagged it as a warning. Warning online, whatever. Dirk, this isn't fucking funny. I think you have this whole blueprint in your head about how it's all supposed to go. He acts as your server player and brings you into the session. Then he later joins the game. Maybe he finds himself a bit overwhelmed by it all. No extra lives left or anything. Suddenly he's backed into a corner, surrounded by monsters and out of ammo. Substantial vulnerabilities up in here. The kind that make a guy question what he believes about himself. Who shows up to save him? None other than his dashing client player. Plus one bitchin' pair of shades that'll have the best seat in the house for when the fireworks go off. Wait, whose fans were we talking about again? Your gutterball was so rowdy it catapulted into the adjacent lane. Deploy! Yeah, you're right. The scenario is too pedestrian for you. It'd probably be a lot more effective putting yourself in danger and letting him be the hero. That's pretty much what he wants, right? To be a cheesy action film hero with his twin Berettas and silly shorts. A man of triumph on the silver screen, standing tall on some fucking mountain, conquering ruins, clutching a skull and kissing a dude. Pure Hollywood. See, this is why even if I did have a specific plan, I wouldn't go into details with you. You would just fuck it up. You're the biggest unknown quantity here, which is pretty weird considering you're a virtual reflection of my own thought processes. You're making a mistake not leveling with me. I'm totally on your side, man. All my machinations have been devised with your interest in mind. And anyway, it's too late for you to play damage control with me. My shit is in motion, and now we're beyond the pale. Pretty sure it's pale. Is it now? Deploy more stuff. Pale. Get it? You know, considering your lectures about dividing my concentration, you seem to have no problem making a distraction of yourself. I'm trying to operate here. It's cool, man. Just say the word. I'll back off. But like I said, I'm on your side here. I can help. Here, check it out. Dude, what are you doing? I'm proposing a distraction. See, I'm just gonna dangle one of her dad's ridiculous dancing figurines in the air like this and get his attention. Okay, if you want to help, that's cool, but we should try to agree on some shit first before you hijack the controls like this. Then, when his back is turned, she can run to the study. Yeah, that's fine, but I already had a plan sort of like this if you'd actually let me do it. Can you just put the fucking stare down? Jane, now's your chance. Run. Wait. What? The sign. Deploy Cruxtruder. I was going to stick the Cruxtruder in the kitchen. Distract him with that. Oh, boy, howdy. Once he follows it in, Jane can hurry into the study. Oh shit, it's Pony Pals. I guess Dad saved her from the explosion or something. That beautiful bastard. Yes. Hell yes. Hell fucking yes. Jane, run to study. Last scamper. Oh gosh, another large contraption. Now, Jane, get the computer in the study and dish that tiara. Go, go, go. Okay. Say, what's up with the red text, Dirk? She's a little too calliope now. It's been fucking hell. Okay. Say, what's up with the red text, Dirk? Dirk, are you typing your most important instruction in red now? Yes. No. There's calliope. Shit. Alrighty, I'm in my father's study. I've lost Jane's voice. I've lost it. It's gone. It's in the ether. Alrighty, I'm in my father's study. I have kindly asked Mr. Sebastian to hand over the reins to the silly computer shaped like a man. What now? Now you have access to a clean computer, for one thing. Soon we can get started going through the steps necessary to launch the session. Oh, hell. What? Another interruption. I should step away for a moment to take this message. He's probably right. I'm distracted by too much bullshit at once lately. Who's right? Me. Jane, I'm going to leave you with the responder for a little while. Maybe he can help you get started. Think you can handle that, dude? I'm all about being able to handle that. You don't even know. I'll perform an acrobatic pirouette onto the handle, wherein the handle literally represents my ability to handle that thing. Okay, got it. You and the handle are tight. We don't need a whole thing about this. Once I stick the land on the handle like a champ, I'm going to get down on one knee, pull out a ring, and propose to it. The handle, I mean. Okay, implying we'll be married. Okay, long story short, you and the handle fuck gratuitously. Enough said. Try not to say I never gave you responsibilities or never took you seriously as a viable, conscious being with free will. Also, please try not to make me regret this. You know nothing to worry about. Go talk to the alien. Timaeus testified, cease pestering, cuts a gumshoe. Dirk, talk to alien. John Cocaine. She's all over the place. I have lots of vagabond. Thanks, Linda. Oh, man. Uranian Umbra began cheering. Timaeus testified. I see you're ready to begin. How splendid for you. I'm at a dangerous risk of jealousy. Why? Oh, it's just I'm running a bit behind schedule. I wanted to coordinate with your group on something approximating real time, and that is starting to look less likely. My client player continues to be a source of frustration. I thought we had everything settled, but it's always something with him. I even told him in my last message it would suit me fine if he wanted to be the server player instead. I just want to begin. But I have not heard back from him. That's probably the way it always is. I've run into plenty of problems here already, and I've had to improvise heavily. Ain't nothing about our situation to envy yet. But at least I know certain things go when it comes to your story. I don't quite have the luxury with mine. It is nerve-wracking sometimes, especially when I must count on him to be responsible. Well, your bro definitely has got some problems, not gonna lie. This is true, though I'm sure I've said he isn't quite my brother. We are related, yes, but not in the way human brothers and sisters are. We are genetically similar, but in many ways quite different. In fact, our blood color is not even the same. But I have referred to him as my brother at times because it is close enough to being true, much as you refer to the one you regard as your ancestor in the same way. Yeah, just give him some time. He'll probably come around. You would never have even have woken up on Prospect if you weren't going to launch the session, right? I mean, there wouldn't even be a session for a Prospect to exist inside if you weren't about to instantiate it in the first place. Unless I'm just totally not getting how this works. No, I think you're probably right. While I await his response, perhaps I will take a nap and see if the clouds may offer me any guidance. Though lately I have been seeing many more black clouds cropping up in the sky than usual. It is a most unwelcome trend. You're lucky to have any clowns. Well, clouds, not clowns. Clouds. One thing I have to look at look up at as infinite monsters. Good points. I am so pleased to be a prospect dreamer. I'm sure my brother finds his netherworldly affiliation similarly pleasing. Speaking of which, I have a problem and I could use your advice. Is that so? Yeah, it's real close to Kanai, Tressa. I killed an agent who snuck in my room to assassinate me. I'm not sure what to do about it now. I guess I could just ditch the corpse, but it's still only a matter of time before my cover is blown. Yes, that is a pickle. I honestly can't think of a way around this. Getting found out, I mean. Roxy has it easy, all floating off into space, completely oblivious to any danger. I don't know why it had to be this way for me, juggling these two wakened selves at once. I guess I'm used to it, but it still makes for a pretty intense existence. Do you even know what the deals with that? What that is? Like, is there any precedent in your readings? I don't know about precedent, but it makes plenty of sense to me as the type of path one might expect for a hero of heart. A path ruled by the heart aspect can be a journey of split itself. That is, the player's being may exhibit the kind of fragmentation which certain classes could cause in others. Fucking hell. I think this is what has triggered your dual awareness between waking and dream selves, though it would not surprise me if the symptoms manifested in even more ways than this. So that's what a Prince of Heart does? Just like multiple waking consciousness disorder or something? Sounds kind of stupid. No! Like I said, these can be traits of such a hero, but is not necessarily always the case, nor is it the defining property of the aspect. To understand the heart aspect better, you might use it interchangeably with the word soul. The hero used the fucking Christ. I can't fucking read anymore. The hero uses the methods endowed by class to influence in some way the soul, or essence of being, of oneself or of others. Then I'm basically the Prince of Soul. Yes, that sounds kind of maybe a little cooler, sort of. Then what am I supposed to be able to do as a prince? Like, rule over souls in a pompous, regal manner? No! Again, surface meaning of classes and aspects can be deceptive. A prince is a destroyer class. It is very far on the active side of the scale. Its more passive counterpart would be the bard class. Both of these are exclusively designated for male players. To understand a hero's capabilities, it always helps to search for the right way to pass the class aspect pair into a more explicit statement. For instance, being active, a prince could be viewed as one who destroys X or causes destruction through X, if X is the aspect, while the more passive bard could be seen as one who allows X to be destroyed or invites destruction through X, as if by the will of the aspect. I'm obviously no expert, but that sounds like a pretty odd thing for a bard to do. Maybe. It's a quirky class. Somewhat like a wildcard rule for a hero. Very unpredictable. They are typically known for their spontaneous and dramatic story-altering influence on the fate of the party. Some of the more remarkable tales involve such parties where the bard is single-handedly responsible for the spectacular downfall or improbable victory, or both. In truth, you're probably fortunate your group doesn't have one. I think we have enough unpredictability as it is. If I'm following, my title near the parses as Destroyer of Souls. Indeed. Well, that's a little more badass sounding, I guess. But I'm not sure I'll ever feel a major need to destroy a soul, unless I become cartoonishly villainous sorcerer someday. Sure. I wouldn't be hasty in ruling it out. That is, finding the need to use the ability, not succumbing to any sort of villainy. We tend to have these rules for a reason, and that reason usually finds us, especially if we are to achieve God-tier ascension. Okay, do I do that? No, Dirk. No, I will not tell you. Give me a fucking break. Why don't you just tell me? Who cares about spoilers? What's gonna happen is gonna happen. That very well may be, but it will be dreadfully complicate both of our lives if what is to come results from self-fulfillment alone. A great deal of instructional material is very clear on this. Besides, you make it sound as though I know everything, which I most certainly do not. Pardon the sideways tongue. Wait, don't you? I thought you did. I have read much about your story and texts and have pieced together the overarching, exceedingly complicated saga as best I could. I have as much authority over these events as a historian, and am at the mercy of the sources. I also am able to access much of your adventure through this terminal. But there is a limitation to this too, which I may as well admit now to get you off my back. What? I can view all events involving you and your co-players on Earth for your entire lives, until you enter the game. I can also view some events after your session begins, but not for very long, thanks to your tipsy friend. Oh man, what the hell does she do? She blacks out your entire session. I'm sure this is not deliberate on her part, but thereafter I can see nothing at all. Huh. But I have considered this to be this to the detriment of either party. I still wish for us to collaborate and to help each other out. Beyond a certain point, we simply must communicate in the dark. Okay. So there are many things about your future I do not know, at least not firsthand. But as you have probably ventured, I am quite an enthusiastic admirer of your group of heroes and your incredible story. Though I can't see what happens much later, I can certainly speculate, and I very often do. I guess it would not hurt to share some of my speculation with you. In fact, now that I consider it, that could be the most fun thing of all. Speculation? Yes, theories. Examining all the clues and hazarding our guesses. What does it all mean? Everything about your vast epic points to a central mystery which I have not been able to solve yet. You might even call it the ultimate riddle, if that were not already codified as a thing in scripture. I have so very many theories, I wouldn't even know where to begin. So, you're kind of obsessed with this then? I wouldn't go that far. Oh my, I'm probably coming off as an absolute nutter now. No, not really. I just want to understand. So can I ask, just to get a better sense of the nature of your admiration, when you engage in the aforementioned speculation, is it strictly on a factual basis? Or do you start to fictionalize? What I'm asking is, have you ever written stories about us? Yes. Oh, fuck. What the fuck's the handle? Boy, I need to catch up. Hello, Kleenex. Pay attention halfway the whole shit. Yeah, fucking AR just going off on a fucking tangent. Can Shane see Dirk to the AR? I don't know if that's ever actually been confirmed or not. If, like, AR can see in the strictest sense. Kelly, the original fanfic. Yeah. She was writing fanfics while it was happening. Interesting. Would you ever be inclined to share? Oh, no. I'd be far too embarrassed to do that. That's cool. I'm not trying to pass judgment here. Just curious. Do any of these stories about us by any chance involve romance? Well, maybe just, a wee bit. How wee? A smidgen or two. Which is it? One smidgen or two smidgens? Okay, a whole bloody lot of smidgens. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm seriously curious to read some. I won't show anyone, I promise. But you wouldn't even understand it. My species has a completely different understanding of romance than you. It would probably offend you deeply. It might even sicken you. But that only makes me want to check it out more. Really, there's no way it's going to sicken or offend me. Whatever it is, I've seen worse. I'm not judging you at all here. I'm genuinely curious about your work. No, I'm sorry, love. I just cannot abide. If I let anyone read it, I would curl up and die of shame. Okay, no biggie. Is there any kind of work you will share with me? Well, when I find myself immersed in speculation, I do often enjoy drawing the things I imagine. Oh, really? Yes. And you'd be willing to spare a peek at? Well, yes. You've talked me into it. This suddenly sounds fun, and I have just the thing to show you. Awesome. You were asking about whether you would ascend to godhood, and without getting into whether or not you do or not, I have speculated on your hypothetical appearance, since that outcome is just as cloaked to me as it is to you. Given what is documented for the typical accoutrements, and cut of the prince garb, and palette for the hot aspect, I think this is likely spot on. Dirk, is this you? Look at it! That's, wow. Holy shit. Do I actually have to wear that? Perhaps. It all depends about how much of your inner greatness you wish to realize. Okay, what is with the butterfly wings? We sprout them upon ascension. Aren't they beautiful? I've seen many depictions of such heroes with wings, unless they happen to be hiding them behind their clothes. I guess I can't be absolutely sure, but I believe it's reasonably likely the upgrade is universal. I should sure as goddamn Christ hope the fuck not. What about the Knickerbocker bullshit? Is that legit? Yep, 100% princely canon. God damn it. I guess those ass-kicking gloves are pretty cool. I don't know. I can probably make it work. How much of this shit is compulsory by game law or whatever? Am I obligated to traipse around in fucking tights and puffy little asshole pants forever? No, silly. Those are just clothes. You are free to swap parts if you like. Or if you wish to be free of it altogether, change back into your plain clothes and Bob's your uncle, like it never even happened. Okay, well, don't get me wrong. I think the drawing is great. I'm only taking it back on some of the finer points of fashion. Also, Bob's my uncle? Oh, no, love, it was a figure of speech. Yeah, I know that. Did I use it incorrectly? I don't think so. I mean, I guess not. Say, what is an uncle, by the by? It's sort of like this weird, superfluous dad. Like a strange man in your life that barely has anything to do with you, but is just there for some reason. They're practically always douchebags. I suppose I'll just have to take your word for it. Okay, but just one question. Not to do with the future or anything, just about you. Yes? Are you British, or pretending to be British, in a sort of ironic or stylized way? Doing what now? I mean, I guess it doesn't make sense for an alien to be British, or for an alien to be American, for that matter. No, I fancy neither of those things makes much sense at all. Just the way you type is making me, making it seem that way is all. Oh, yes, that'd be my quirk. Quirk? So, like, deliberate affectation? No, a quirk! Quirk, Dirk. You pretend to be British as a quirk. What the fuck is a quirk? We all need a quirk. It adds spice to our voices and helps us stand out as individuals. That's stupid. I don't have a fucking quirk and I don't want one. Oh, well, of course you wouldn't. You're human. Humans are notoriously strange. Jane knows my AR, yeah. Make us proud of those drawings, yeah. Apparently short things like, art thou nasty. Oh, that's good. Man, why am I getting hungry? I had corn dogs before the stream because I knew I would get hungry. I deliberately ate to curtail being hungry, and now I'm hungry. What the fuck? I think the romantic practices are particularly esoteric. Actually, I have written hundreds of pages examining the striking differences between human and troll romance, as well as reproductive habits, as the comparison makes for a marvelous case study on xenobiocultural differences. As long as I am sharing speculation with you, perhaps you would like to read my essays? I could even paste each page right here in succession, and allow you to read them back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Oh, hell no. Yes, you're right, of course. I'm probably getting carried away as usual. Forgive my enthusiasm, it's just that I so rarely have anyone to talk to who shares my passion for these matters. Certainly not my curmudgeonly co-player. I keep reading as cosplayer. Co-player. I mean, not that our stuff wouldn't be fascinating to pore through on some level, but we kind of have things to do here. Remember you were going to take a nap? By Jove, the nap! Yes, I really must secure a bit of shut-eye. By Jove, oh my lord. Your lord? What do you mean by that exactly? Nothing. Hang on, though, before you go, you never give me any actual advice on my situation, with the dead agent and my blown cover. Oh, right! I would look at it this way. You are moments away from beginning your session, yes? Sure. And you have already spent a long time gathering intelligence unbeknownst to the authorities. How much more do you expect to accumulate even if you could stay undetected? And how much strategic advantage is left to gain by delaying your discovery for much longer? I don't know. I see the time to make a stand is now. To hell with the Dursite tosses. Make your presence known. Let them see that the prince is awake, and make it abundantly clear what that means. Perhaps it is their turn to be nervous, to cower in the shadows, and live in uncertainty. That is my advice. Do with it as you will. Now I'm off to get some rest. With any luck, the next time we convene, both our adventures will be well underway. Cheerio! You know, I'm not sure anyone will ever actually says cheerio. Urania and Umbra ceased cheering to me as testified. Unless they pretend to be British. Oh, whatever. Go through bedroom door. Feeling hungry by now? There's this weird thing. Pavlovian stream. It's like, all I'm doing is sitting here and reading aloud. And I feel like that exerts way more energy than it should. And it makes me hungry. Like, it's using up, like, I'm burning calories at an accelerated rate because I'm reading out loud and getting animated? I don't know. But it sucks. I enjoy doing the streams. I love doing this. Don't get me wrong. But I hate getting hungry, you know, towards the end of the streams. Mostly because eating is an inconvenience. And it takes time. And god damn it, I don't have time for that shit. You never leave your room through the actual egress. Your bro blocked the door ages ago with his totally pimp stone bust. You give Captain Snoop a little nod of approval every time you walk by to go to the bathroom. You like to think he nods back in a way that is so smooth and so subtle he literally doesn't move at all. The thing is too heavy to move out of the way, and in any case, you don't really want to. You just use a different exit to your room. This is weirdly, like, detailed. Exit. Here we go. Okay, I already picked both of those characters. All right, now we're going to Jane. Eating so hard. It just takes fucking time, man. I don't like taking the time to eat. I like eating. I like the process of eating, but I hate how much time it takes. From food preparation to eating the fucking thing and then cleaning up, it just takes too much goddamn time. That's my rant on eating. After an insane, full-blown whirlwind of free will up in here, you are ready to go get off this roller coaster ride of absolute empowerment. You are feeling downright dizzy from the absurd amounts of decisive auto-volition heaped upon you, and you are more than ready to proceed linearly for a while. You are now Jane. A robot shaped like a bunny has just handed you the reins to a computer shaped like a man. What will you do? Pester shades. It really is, Tressa. And it's something that's bothered me for fucking years at this point. It's like, I don't want to take the time to eat. If I could just, like, have food be put into me while I'm doing other things. I don't hate food, Tart. I hate the process of eating food. There's a distinction. Sleep is the same. Yeah, sleep also sucks. Because it's like, I also sleep like shit all the time. If I could just, like, alright. So, elves in 5e. I'm going to nerd out for a second. They only need 4 hours of a trance-like state. If I could do that, that'd be awesome. Are you ready to do this thing? Yes. Okay, looks like all that's left to do is to play this pre-punched card. Then I guess it's all up to you. Oh, wait. It's Roxy again. Again! Jade.
Oh, wait. It's Roxy again.
It is? How totally unanticipated by anybody.
Can you hold on? I'll try to make it quick.
Go. I'll be here. Quietly calculating. Answer Roxy. Alright, we'll get to this animation. Helping make the food with you. That's true. Hates the process of consuming food. Thank you, Tart. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I'm just playing. Though, the statement is true. Getting dizzy? We got 15, 16, 14 minutes. We can do this. Tipsy nostalgia began pestering Gutsy Gumshoe. I try to find... I need to think of, like, lines to do it. But sometimes I just go like, Jane! Alert. Hugely important correspondence. Paging Dr. Crocker. Roll to Doc Croc. Paging. Bet you would like to get paged, huh, Jane? Sweet innuendo.
I'm not sure that qualifies as innuendo at all.
Wonk, 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 wonk.
I honestly think you misspell things intentionally more often than not, regardless of blood alcohol content. You just typed wonk 5 times in a row.
I've only just begun to wonk.
What is this urgent thing about anyway? Is it your booby trap? Because you're too late. It already blew up my whole bedroom. Thank you very much.
No, I mean, I still feel shitty about that, but it's not about... about that. I know you already ran, and I've been talking to the shades.
Yes, me too. Right now, in fact, I'm in a bit of a hurry. What is this about? What are you even doing?
I'm in the lab doing a thing with my cat, but that doesn't matter. I was doing some thinking and was still feeling guilty about fucking up your computer, and all of a sudden I'm in BFF till death mode here. So I gotta tell you something you need to know before it's too late.
Before what's too late?
You and Jake hooking up, stupid?
Oh my god.
This is about turning all your steamy dreams into steamy realities. Realities, well.
This isn't happening now.
Whereins JC plus JE kiss and hug lows and start turning out big heaps of wrigglers the old-fashioned way. I can't decide whether this mental image percolating here is hot as shit or cute as fuck.
No, seize you lascivious percolating at once. Roxy, I can see you're set on just wasting more of my time. I understand if you don't wish to play this game, but please try not to interfere with those of us who do.
No, I'm fine with playing. Just shut up. This is serious. You need to tell him how you feel very soon, or you might miss your chance.
My chance? What are you talking about?
I found out today that Dirk's gonna make a move.
A move? You mean a romantic one?
Yes. On you? OMFG. Jane, get a clue.
On me?
No, my dear sweet Janie, not on you. On Jake.
Oh. I didn't think that... Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Ask the glasses if you want.
Well then, this is quite a development.
Poor Dirk. What do you mean?
Well, surely when he reveals his feelings, Jake will... I mean, he couldn't possibly...
What? Reciprocate?
Yes?
Why not?
Because Jake is not a homosexual.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure?
Are you saying he is? Nope. Then what are you saying?
I'm saying that... I don't fucking know.
But I thought it's reasonable to presume he takes a shining to ladies. He does speak fondly of certain females from his favorite films, does he not?
True that, but how much does that really mean here, Jane? Can you be totes sure on account of some dorky movie crushes?
Well... now I just don't know. You haven't completely bamboozled about this. What do you think?
All I'm saying is my gaydar is like the exact fucking opposite of yours. Which is to say it it is better than completely non-existent. Mine is so sensitive it has been used to sweep the ocean floor from mythical sea monsters. Turns out all those monsters are so gay. Truth.
Okay, then what does your acute CB scanner make of Jake then?
That's what I'm saying. I really have no idea. Kid is a goddamn enigma. He's as hard to read as fine print. And how I do mean fine.
Oh, brother. Then your guess is as good as mine. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to conclude from this.
You're supposed to conclude that you said you were going to believe anything I said today, remember?
Yes, but you just said you don't know.
Exactly. Therefore, you must believe me when I say, if Dirk lets on all his feelings, there is at least a chance Jake will go like, Dirk, okay, dude, let's make out. And that means poor Jane is screwed without ever even throwing her filthy old fedora in the ring. It is a ring I like to call the English sweepstakes. And if you don't, you'll regret it. And I mean, officially, I can't have a horse in the race. Wait, by metaphor, because Dirk and his fucking horse. Never mind. Like, you are both my friends, and I'm not out to mess him up or anything, but I kinda owe it to you as my friend to let you know what's up. And also to get you to stop being such a world champion tight ass, and let Jake know.
Oh, not this tight ass baloney again?
Jane.
What?
Jane. Jesus Christ, you are the tight assiest tight ass who ever tightened up an ass.
No way! We settled this, remember? My prior resolution made it definitive. I was to be regarded as exceedingly permissive in certain respects.
Jane, I am afraid that your bottom is a stubborn clam, guarding priceless treasure and a deadly secret.
So ridiculous.
I'm not saying be an idiot and start gushing at him incoherently, but do something. Say how you feel, or flirt a bit, or ask him out on a date inside the fucking game or such. Goddamn anything other than a bunch of bullshitty, pining and tight-assy nothing. You have to do what I say, you promised.
I promise to believe what you say, not do it.
Those two things are precisely the same shit.
If I agree to say something, will you stop tormenting me about it?
Yes, but only because that will be impossible for me to do. When you plus him are snogging hard in motherfucking make-up paradise, aka Sexland,
fine. But let the record show that this resolution was almost nothing whatsoever to do with your use of the phrase Sexland. I need to think of what to say and wait for the right moment. Is that okay?
Sure. Just don't wait too long, and don't underestimate Strider's wiles, nor Jake's. Let's say, open-mindedness?
Well, he does often profess his love for adventure, I suppose.
Yup.
OMG, I really don't have a moment to spare, do I?
You're finally getting it. Now go. And Jane, I'm warning you. If you don't say something to him, I am personally entering the game specifically to fuck your shit up. Lolly's outie. Tempting nostalgic, cease pestering, gutsy gumshoe. We'll catch up on the chat for a second, and then we'll watch the scene, and then we'll call it a stream, probably. The process, yep. Stab needling yourself and get nutrients. Dude, years ago, I was like, just fucking inject me with nutrients. Please. You just got my food. Hey, takers. Jane being homophobic. Yeah. Master the stream. Master of the house. I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh, you're fine, Tart. I know it's all in fun. You should be lost in the metaphorical woods forever. Yup. All right. Prince of Heart, rise up. Let's do it. I'm so fucking excited. This music's so fucking rad. Strife. Just fucking throws the bullets at him. I just love how badly Jake gets his shit pushed in. There she is. Fucking the eyeballs and the glasses. The prince is awake, your shit is wrecked. What a fucking line. Dup. Fucking rad. Love it. Alright, Jake, level up. After getting your ass beat. Oh, damn. What a threat, right? That absurd drubbing earned you another rung on your echelon ladder, one of the steeper prices you've had to pay for a bit of ladder climbing. But in the end, you suppose it was all worth it to be able to bask in the glory and prestige of the Peter Panache rung. You guess? Who are you kidding? You don't have a clue what that even means. Jake, Pastor Dirk. Boy, that's fucking something. Golgotha's terror began pestering Timaeus testified. Bro. Your contraption and its busy fists are royally kicking my ass, and that sure as God made little green apples isn't all there is to say on the matter. What was that? Fucking, I knew her name once upon a time because I was a fucking Star Wars nerd back in the day. Fuck. Ayla Secura, that's who it was. Are you listening, my friend? I'll have to show you my ass was straight up served ice cold. My savage caboose has been catered to impeccably, not unlike that of a gentleman stranded on an island inhabited by a race of indigenous butlers. I hope the far-fetched scenario I have described has adequately communicated the severity of my robotic butt-whooping. Does this mean I passed the test or whatever the fuck? Can your robot drop the bullshit and give me the uranium now or what? Dirk? Where the frig are you? I'm afraid Dirk can't hear you right now, Jake. Oh, nuts. Blackout. Poor Jake. Twi'leks are fucking beautiful otherwise. How many Twi'leks are there? Like, named Twi'leks, I guess. I know of Ayla, and that's it. Because my Star Wars nerdery only goes so far. Oh, that's right. I forgot we got to see RNA this early. Fuck. Jake, Pester Roxy. Goes farther than mine, dude. Golgotha's terror began pestering Tipsy Nostalgic. I still can't find Dirk. All I get is this jerkwad shades. And surprise, so frickin' surprise. Jake English. Can't you see I'm fuck deep in all these stupid meow cats? Oh. No? I can't see that, actually. I'm also fuck deep and busy. What is it? Just seeing if you had heard from him yet. I would really like to speak with him today. You know, like, actually in person instead of through his aggravating liaison, who is so far up his own ass with his HAL 9000 shtick, it's redonkulous. Is he avoiding me or something? I hope I didn't piss him off through some indiscernible slight. Gosh, he can be so sensitive. Nah, he's just biding his time, I guess. Huh. Well, okie doke. Man, I just got a crazy dream. I just had a crazy dream of getting cold-cocked by his roughhouse droid. Yeah, there's been that going around. What? Dreaming? What was yours about? Well, I don't want to alarm you or anything, but to me, just have featured none other than the girl of my dreams? What? She had sharp, funny horns and a nice blue dress, and she may have been some sort of spidery vampire? I don't know, it was very brief, but she waved to me. No. This won't do at all. What won't? You slobbering over some alien dream girl. Fuck that. I'm having enough a hard time keeping track of all the Jake stakes as it is. The Jake stakes? The Jake stakes. Also, who said she was an alien? I just thought she was some kind of pretty monster. Listen, bro, I know you love adventures and dumb shit like that, but you are forbidden from thinking about her again. Okay, I mean, this is a strange reaction, Roxy, but... Okay. She was a figment of my imagination, so what choice do I even have? Exactly. She was a fake girl, so forget it. A fakey fuke. Wait a minute. Has Jane talked to you yet about anything? About anything? Yes, I do imagine our last chat could fit that description. No, I mean... about anything serious. Feelings, Wessie. Wild ways. Shit, about your emotions. Not really. Ugh, I knew she'd procrastinate on this. On what? Can you just message her now? Sure. But what are you talking about? Should I expect a serious exchange about feelings and whatnot? Depends on the present magnitude of her tight-assery. Someone needs to move you fuckers along and get some stuff out in the popin' already. Someone needs to move you fuckers along. Wait, would this be about certain unrequited pinings you may have alluded to earlier? I didn't say nothing, and ain't saying anything to that effect. Indubitably. Miss Zipperlips, was it? Humorously misspelled, of course. Sweep. I guess I can't help but wonder if that truly is the way she sees me, or if it is just some wild ego-stroking delusion on my part. I always get this sense that people sort of fancy me, but who knows, it could just be miles off the old rocker about that. I could just be miles off the old rocker about that. You're right, I think it's high time we clear the air on some things, even if there is a chance it gets all awkward and prickly. That's what being brave and adventurous is all about, after all. It isn't about summoning the courage to pilfer some priceless loot from a trap-laden catacomb, or shooting at stuff with 2 guns at once. There are treacheries of the heart to consider. Hello, you effing dork. But yes, do that. Shit, I gotta go. I think there's someone in here. Are you in danger? Tipsy nostalgic, cease pestering Golgotha's terror. Jake, Pastor Jane. Alright, we're gonna leave it off there. Love Roxy, fuck deep and busy. That's a fucking great line. I'm fuck deep and busy. That's my fucking life. Like, if I got to describe my life, fuck deep and busy. Jake being blissfully ignorant, which is the entire base of his Pestrocrest route. Jane just brain fuzzes and puzzles it up. Well, we'll see that next week. Linda. Fucking hell. I am so hungry. I'm sweating. I'm shaking. I need some food. Anyway. Thank you, everybody, for joining on the stream and being chatty, because I fucking love it. It shows to me that you guys are enjoying things, and I like seeing you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this, because I'm having a fucking blast of a time rereading through all this insane bullshit that is Homestuck. But anyway, thank you everybody in the chat for hanging out and joining me on this adventure. And if you're watching this on YouTube later, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, make sure you click the like button down below. Subscribe to keep up with my stuff. New video every Monday and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Mondays are my stream VODs. There's a link to my Twitch channel in the description. Check that for times and whatnot. Fridays are my regular uploads. What was your favorite panel? Leave them in a comment. I want to hear what your guys' favorite was about all this, because we got some cool shit going on now. Some wild, crazy shit. And share with your friends. Maybe you got some friends who were a little hesitant to get into Homestuck because it's long and kind of arduous to go through, but maybe they'll enjoy me reading through it. I don't know. I'm having fun. We have fun here. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Bye to everybody. Bye, Tart. Thank you, Linda. I will. Everyone else, stay safe also. Vagabond, hope to see you next week. Everyone else in the chat, thanks for joining. Hope to see you all next time, and stay safe, wash your hands, stay away from people, because that's what we're all doing right now. But anyway, everyone, take it easy. See you next time.